Hello everybody, it's Penny and I'm here sitting in the garden and it's a lovely autumn period. Leaves on the floor and the colours are gorgeous, as you can see behind you. Now today I wanted to discuss something I think we all go through and something I went through really recently because of all the changes that happened. So what I wanted to discuss was rushing, about how we rush here and there to do our responsibilities, to get on to the next chore, to get everything done. And I remember this one time recently I was at the traffic lights and there was just cars everywhere, and I couldn't help have this feeling that we were like ants. We were just like human ants. There was no difference. We were just rushing here, there, everywhere. Where's the quality of life, And the thing is, when you don't listen to your body's messages when it says it needs to stop, or if you've been rushing and you haven't felt the quality of life, and if you've been worrying a lot, and a lot of stress, all of this, it mounts up to so much tension in the body. And so if you're not getting massaged or doing anything for that, it just builds and builds and builds. And so what happens, I say God, the universe, however you refer to the higher source of powers, stop you. Something will happen and to stop you. And in that period of when you've been stopped, like for me, I had this terrible migraine, and then it built up, and I had terrible after effects which I've never had before. So I couldn't work that day, and I realized there's something more to this. My body, my soul is asking for something more, So it means that you have to stop and you have to see what you can do to make the changes, because if your body has started to react to against your work schedule, or the way that you're running your life, then you have to do something about that. Otherwise your body will stop you, and it's a shame. So all the DIY things that I've done so far, all of those things, they can help you, and I really recommend you do them, and listen, be quiet, be still. Listen to what your body's saying. Your body knows what it wants. Your body's telling you what it needs. And you can't hear that if you're rushing here and there. And you might miss things in the day. You might miss God's messages to you. You might miss the messages your body's giving you. You might miss messages your children or your spouse or the people you love around you may be giving you, and you can't hear because you're just rushing. Time is running out. So a spiritual practice, which I think is one of my most difficult, is patience, and we have to learn to develop this, to have this, to be this, and things will come in their own time, because the majority of times, as I've said in other videos, we're stressing for no reason and we're running around for no reason. It's when we've stopped trusting in the flow of life, in the way God works. So my little message for today is stop rushing, have a look at lovely autumn, go and walk in the leaves, hear the crushing sounds of the leaves and things like that, and let that heal you, and let that remind you that we are here on this blessed earth for a period of time, and we also have to embrace everything, not just the bad but the good as well, and enjoy it. And even if you can't go on a holiday to an exotic place, you can find, even in a corner of your home somewhere, sitting under a tree anywhere, and make that moment yours. Make that moment yours and just relax and do the breathing and just do nothing. Try not to do anything. And that is medicine in itself. So have a lovely afternoon and we'll speak soon. Lots of love in Agabi. Bye bye.